All right, man. So the new suit recast system is finally here. There was a slight delay. It was supposed to be on Friday, but they had some technical issues. So we get it today, a few days late, but we got it. Better late than never. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So first up, we're going to be talking about how to recast. And it's simple, really. You just use star coins. You may be thinking, Dream, how do I get these star coins? You obtain star coins. You can either purchase them with cash or you can trade upgrade materials, skin shards, gems, or rubies to get your hands on star coins. So there's a star point limit and cost for each resource. So we're going to go through all the resources that you can exchange for star points, as well as the amount that you'll have to use per star point and the limit as well. So first up, we're talking about the gem cost and limit, which is 10 gems per star point, and you can get up to 40 star points with this, which will total up to about 400 gems. Next, we're talking about the gold cost and limit. So for every 120 gold, you'll get 1 star point, up to 10 for 1200 gold. Energy gel, 3 energy gel per star point, and you get up to 10 star points with this for a total of 30 energy gel. Nutrition bars is going to cost 3 nutrition bars per star point, and you can get up to 10 star points with this for a total of 30 nutrition bars. Next up is protein powder, and for each protein powder you put in, you get 2 star points. You can see that there's twice as many as the previous options, and it's up to 20 star points for a total of 10 protein powder. Next is skin shards. So for each skin shard, you get 2 star points, up to 20 for a total of 10 skin shards to get that full 20. And last, save this one for last because this is the pay to win method. Everything above this completely free to play friendly, but the ruby cost and limit is certainly very pay to win because for each ruby you get 1 star point, and you can use an infinite number of rubies to get star points. So there's no limit on that. It doesn't stop at like 40. It doesn't stop at 60. It doesn't stop at 7,000. No, there is an unlimited amount of rubies that you can spend to get your hands on as many star points as you want, as long as you have the money for it. So that's it when it comes down to the cost and the limits. So now we're going to be moving on to affix limits. So you can only recast if you have all pieces to a set. So if it's a 2-piece set, you have to have both pieces. If it's a 3-piece set, you must have all 3. So on and so forth for the 4-piece set and the 5-piece set. So green gear can have up to 1 affix, blue gear can have up to 2 affix, and purple and orange gear can have up to 3 affix. Moving on to recasting. So it's going to cost you 10 star points per recast. So for every roll, it's going to cost you 10 star points. And when you're recasting, you can choose between the new recast and the old recast. A lot of people have been saying this should also be a thing for the talents, and I agree wholeheartedly with that because sometimes you have a talent. It's like it's the talent that you want, but it's not the level that you want. So you try to re-roll it, and then when you re-roll it, you cannot just say, okay, I want to keep my previous one. No, they force you to stick with the new one, and I just feel like they should integrate this into the talent system as well. So it's going to change the stats you get from your set bonus. Your set bonus is when you have a full set equipped, and you can see down there at the bottom of the list is going to show the stats that you get for having a full set. So this is going to alter those, and you're going to have to roll and randomly get the ones that you want, and it's also going to alter the amount of stats that you get from those. So blue sets, they give like 7 per if you don't re-roll. Well, not re-roll, but recast. But when you recast, it's going to be a random number. Like I got like 12 mid-shot on my Justin, and everything else is like above 10. So it was a really good roll for me. And when you reset the gear, it will not remove the affixes or change the bonus stats. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to reset your gear because it's not going to remove the set bonus. It's not going to remove the affixes from your gear. So we're going to move on to probabilities. So the probability of getting 1 affix is 10%. The probability of getting 2 affix is 4%, and the probability of getting 3 is 2.5%. And after you roll an affix, the number of affixes on the suit will not change. So let's say, for example, you roll and then you end up getting 1 affix. Every single roll after that is guaranteed to have, at the very least, 1 affix. So you'll be able to re-roll the affix that you have on your piece of gear. And if you end up getting 2 affix, you're going to end up having 2 on every single re-roll. So yeah, man, it's pretty nice. If you get lucky and land on that 10%, then you can safely re-roll your affix without having to worry about losing it. And it's the same thing for 2, all the way up until you get to 3. But just make sure y'all keep in mind, it is a 4% chance for you to get 2 and 2.5% chance for you to get 3. So moving on to affix tiers, there are 3 tiers to affix. You have the basic, You have the excellent and you have the outstanding, and you get better stats based on those in that order. Moving on to terminology, this is the last thing that we're going to be talking about inside this video. So when defending means when you're on defense. When you're trailing means when you have less points than the opposing team. When leading means when you have more points than the opposing team. And when breaking through means during a dribble move. So all right, man, this is basically it when it comes down to this. I know it's not a very long video because once again, there's not really much to go into when it comes down to this. And if you want to view the list of affixes, you simply just click on the question mark and you can take a look at those through there. So all right, man, we're gonna go and wrap this video up. Very interesting system. My May has the dive affix. I think it's called Firefighter or something like that. I got the purple version of it, and it helps out a whole bunch. My dive distance is much better than it used to be. So make sure that when y'all rolling for your affixes, you try your best to get the ones that you actually need. And like I've been saying inside previous videos, they're catering to the free-to-play very well these days because they made sure that they made it possible for free-to-play players to get their hands on these affixes. It doesn't cost only rubies, but if you want to go more of a pay-to-win route, you can use rubies for an unlimited number of re-rolls. So that's it. I'll catch you on the next one.